Hello, Instagram. We're here at Magic Hair Company late at night. We are doing a full lace wig install on this client here. We already braided down the foundation. We added the bald cap, and now we are adding some beautiful curls in here. Hi, Ruth. How are you? So just let us know if you guys have any questions. We're just wrapping up this install. And yeah, maybe I'll post the other videos later, but they're on our Facebook page, where we pretty much show the entire process. And after I did the install, we are doing a side part with some nice loose waves. We use the Bold Hold Active. Our client has a competition to go to. She wins everything she goes to.
What's up, guys?
She's the world champion. And what are you the champion?
In female bodybuilding, women's bodybuilding, I'm the current world champion twice. So I'm going for my third here in December. So that's what I'm training for right now. And next weekend I'm going to Tampa to our big bodybuilding show over there, just as an ambassador for the sport and take pictures with people and have fun. So that's a privilege.
Yes, and we were just talking about the different cars that she's won. One is outside, and it's really cool. Not only does she win the competition, but she also wins cars.
Well, I mean, if you're the best in the world, I mean, I would just say it takes a lot of work and many years of training and dedication and dieting. So I think it's only right that we win a car.
Because you really do have to devote your lifestyle, your eating and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a full-time job. I mean, you gotta eat right. You gotta train every day. You gotta do your cardio, and it's not just sometimes. It's every day.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's a lifestyle. I mean, it really is like a way of life. But I love it. I mean, it's like, you know, I wish for everybody to follow their passion. You know, whatever you have a desire for and a love for in your heart, you know, that's what you gotta do. It's just makes your life happier, and that's what I'm doing. I've always loved sports. I always loved working out. So, you know, it doesn't even feel like a job. I'm like going to the gym, and I'm like, wow, this is my job.
You go to the gym and you
so
get
blessed.
rewarded with cars.
Cars and money, you know, it's like usually like around a $100,000 car and $50,000 cash for the first prize. So
That's pretty worth it.
you know, it's a nice bonus.
So have you always been into bodybuilding?
I started pretty early. I mean, I've always been into sports. I was lucky. My parents, they put me into sports when I was little. So I started gymnastics already when I was 3. And I was into martial arts. I had my own horses for 10 years. I was into horse riding a big time. And I ran track in school. I was on the swimming team. I was into rowing at some point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been into like a lot of different sports. And then I started already lifting in high school, gym class, and then I really started, I'll say in college. I think I was around 17 when I got really serious about it. Like really with the nutrition and lifting every day and stuff. I just thought it was a nice combination. Like, here's actually a sport that you can do as a sport, but you also decide how your body is gonna look like. You know, like you're like an artist and you're sculpting and molding your body exactly to your liking.
Yep.
Where I feel like with a lot of other sports, your body just takes shape after the sport you're doing. So you can compare, like, say, like a marathon runner with a sprinter. You don't decide the type of body you get. The body will adapt to whatever sports you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So with bodybuilding, you decide, I can decide, oh, I want rounder shoulders, I want like rounded butt, I want more like shape on my thighs, or you can choose to have something if you want like smaller arms. You can choose not to train your arms as much, but train your back more if you want more back. So you can really sculpt and shape however you want to look like.
Yeah, you're building your body.
Yeah, body building. Exactly. So you know, I've always had like an artistic streak. Always loved everything artistic, and it's like body art to me. Like I take photos like pretty much every week right now because I'm in competition preparation. So I have a coach that wants photos every week to see how it's going with my progress, the fat loss, the shaping of my body, and that allows me or us to kind of see how is the sculpting coming along. So it's a little bit like, you know, you're a sculptor, like you know how sculptures, they're like all the time like hammering and chiseling and you know on the sculpture, and I'm doing the same. My tools are just weights, cardio, and nutrition, and I think it's so interesting how you can really transform your body, you know, and I've always been really kind of just mesmerized at what the body can do. I mean, the body is amazing. So, yeah, so it's just my passion. You can probably hear it. I'm like, I'm like still excited after so many years of training.
I always tell people, find your passion and figure out how to make money doing that. Because I love styling wigs, and that's what I do.
That's what you're good at. That's why, like, I'm coming to you and I need some styling and I need some wig installs or something. I will definitely come to you. And if you ever need some training, hey, I'm the expert. Yeah, you can't be good at everything, you know. You gotta find your niche, what really makes you tick, and what you love, and
you definitely have to love what you do. And find something that you're passionate about, or else you'll be miserable.
Yep, I agree. It's just leads to a happier life. Because you know, if it's something you love, you don't really see it as a job. You know, I mean, I have a lot of people that are like, wow, you gotta diet all the time, you gotta really suck, you know. And I'm like, to me it don't, because I love my food. I love chicken, I love salads, I love rice, potatoes, I love the feeling it gives me to eat healthy. And I swear to God, I can make chicken 100 different ways. So, you know, like, you learn to develop your craft. And, you know, I love every aspect of it, really. How it makes me feel, how it makes me look, how I'm in control of, you know, my eating, and I think that's one of the hardest parts for most people, like being in control of their eating, you know, because many of us are like emotional eaters, and I actually used to be like that, but you can unlearn that. You can learn to be disciplined and be like, it's nothing, it's just like everything else. Like, you know, like how you hear people, like, some people, if they smoke, they say, oh, I smoke when I get stressed. Like, anything you act in an emotional way, you can change that and choose and say, yeah, I'm stressed right now. I know that usually, you know, I want to smoke a cigarette, or I want to like eat some chocolate or whatever. And just the awareness of like, this is what I used to do. You can say, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to find a different way of handling my stress. So that's the first step to not be an emotional eater, is just to acknowledge that that's your outlet, and then try and change that outlet to something else. Maybe you're stressed out. Maybe you just need to sit down and breathe and
Or-
calm down.
Yeah.
You know, drink a cup of tea, listen to some meditation music. You know, anything else than your bad habit.
Yeah.
And you know, I think they say it takes 20 days to change a bad habit, so it's not really that long. You know, once you get in the habit, it gets rolling.
Yeah, it's definitely true about changing habits and getting used to things.
Yeah.
I know just with getting back to coming to work and waking up early and not sleeping all day.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's right, I do have a store to get back to.
Yeah. Yeah, you just, you have 3 months, right?
Yeah,
You're
3 months where I'm at home just figuring life out pretty much.
Yeah. Sort of like a involuntary vacation. Vacation in your own house.
Yeah. I was almost going crazy. I actually started another business and
Oh, for real?
yeah, I started making shirts and decals and I'm like, okay, let me be crafty here because I love being crafty and couldn't just sit at home and do nothing.
That's pretty cool though, that you were just like, all right, I can't do this, I'll find another way.
Let me do something else.
Yeah. Well, you know, as you say, there's always a way. You know, maybe it's not the way you intended, but there's always another way.
Yep. Always.
You just gotta be open to it. And open to try something new.
Or open to getting to your destination different ways. Because sometimes, although the destination is the same, the journey may change, and we have to be open-minded with getting to our destination a different way.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We are giving out life lessons here tonight. It's not just about wigs tonight.
It's about finding your passion and being happy.
Yes.
These are going to fall really nicely.
I'm surprised you're making these curls with the flat iron and not the curling iron. How come?
Because we want them a little bit tighter just at the ends, especially so when they fall. So this is going to give us that rounder shape.
So do you suggest I do that as well? or-
No, because this is a technique that took me a while to get. It would be easier to get the same type of curls when you're recurling. You can just use a curling iron. So this is just my technique for what works for me.
Right.
But you can use a regular.
I bet it's also hard to do like on your own. No?
It's just, I just kind of learned it this way, and this is just whatever works for.
I mean, I can see you have like a special technique there, how you do it.
I like this because I can use the heat from all the way around.
Right.
For me, the curling iron, the constant with this part hurts my wrist.
Okay.
But the curls come out slightly different with whichever method.
Right. These are very beautiful. Really like them. Lots of curls.
And so now we're going to set this part over here. And the easiest way to set a part is with heat. So we're going to use the back of the heating tool to really melt this part in here.
I also wanted to know, how did they get it so tall?
That's
Like-
hairspray.
Oh, that's hairspray.
Depending on the type of.
Because see how it kind of, it falls a little, I like this, like it falls outward that way, and it's kind of has some volume to it.
Yeah, we can give you a little volume.
I just like that it's not so, flat, that it's kind of,
Yeah, this will have a little natural volume to it. So see how I'm just taking the back of this and
Mhm.
kind of manipulating the hair right into place here.
Right, so the parting is really well parted.
Mhm. Thank you, Ruth. So we're just getting this part crisp, but we're not trying to flatten the hair too much so we can give you that body.
Right.
And there you go. You can look at that part there.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I like how sharp it is. Yeah. Super sharp.
Almost done.
I'm gonna look like a princess.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested about one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you roll it onto this,
Mm-hmm.
you roll it under.
I'm rolling it away from that side of the face. So it's curling it the same way your eyelashes curl.
Oh, so you're rolling it. Aren't you rolling it under?
It's going this way.
It's going that way.
Uh-huh.
Okay. No, I mean the hair is that way, right? It goes on top.
Mm-hmm. But the curls are flipping away from your face. This one right here is going up, and then the curls flipping away.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that might be confusing with the one you're watching me do, but look at these ones, how they're curling away from your
Yeah,
face.
because I'm thinking when I'm rolling it on the curlers,
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling it on this way, right? Kind of as an eyelash. Because it looks like you're rolling the hair over the iron like this way.
This way, away from your face.
Yeah, so the curl should be on top, right? And the hair underneath. That
Other
way
way.
around?
Other way.
So it has to be, the hair has to be on top of the curl and going that way.
This way, away. So away from your face.
Yeah, but is the hair over or under the curl when you roll it? You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
So when you roll it, are you gonna have it like that? Or are you gonna have it like that?
Like that.
Like this?
Away. Uh-huh. So
Ah,
like
okay.
the eyelash. Uh-huh.
Okay, alright,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Yes.
Got it. Gotcha.
skill to curling.
Yeah.
Because if you do the curls in different directions, when we try to brush it out and do that wavy kind of look,
Mhm.
it gets more messy and not uniform waves as they fall out.
Ah, okay. You gotta know your curls.
Mhm. Okay, I forgot to stop this video. I'll stop it now. Because it's at 20 minutes, and when it's over 15, I can't do something with it.
It can be reposted.
Right, maybe that's what it is. I think I can download it, or I don't know. It changes all the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's confusing.